It's sad, but we don't agree on what's good anymore. Name the last movie everyone saw, the last album everyone heard, the last anything that the whole world experienced together. You can't, because it doesn't exist anymore. And I don't think we talk about it and what it actually means for art, for artists, for people trying to make things that matter. There was a time when culture was shared, not because we all had the same taste. We didn't. We still don't. But because we were all seeing the same things. Like, this may be a little too far back, but in reality, just let me tie it together, right? So there used to be 3 channels on TV, 1 movie theater in town, 1 radio station you and your friends argued about on Monday mornings. You could disagree about whether something was good, but at least you'd seen both. And you both had seen it. That friction, that shared experience was the foundation of taste. You couldn't just retreat into your own corner. You had to sit with things you didn't choose, things that challenged you, things that expanded what you thought you liked. And out of that came conversation, real conversation. Not just about algorithms, not about engagement. Just, did you see that? What did you think? That's, for the most part, gone now. And here's what happened. We traded shared experience for personalized feeds. The algorithm doesn't show you what's good. It shows you what keeps you there. And what keeps you there isn't always what challenges you. It's what confirms you. What you already believe. What you already feel safe watching. So now, everyone's reality is different. Your version of culture and mine don't overlap anymore. We're not even having the same conversations. We just think we are. And the wild part? Nobody chose this. No one at all. There was no vote, no consensus. We just woke up one day and realized the person sitting next to us is watching a completely different world than you're watching. It's crazy to think about. I think that currently there's an artist dilemma, right? So now, here's where it gets personal. If nobody's consuming the same things anymore, who are you making art for? The advice creators get now is find your niche, narrow down, serve your audience. And I get it. That's how you grow. But something about that has always felt off to me, because the artists that I admire, they weren't making things for a niche. They were making things for everyone. They wanted to be for the masses. And they trusted that if the work was honest, people would find it. Like, Coltrane wasn't targeting jazz enthusiasts aged from like 25 to 34, right? And Stanley Kubrick, wasn't optimizing for watch time. They made the thing they needed to make. They made the thing they needed to make. And the world caught up. But now we're told that's naive. And that you have to study what performs. And slowly, without even realizing it, you stop asking, what do I want to say? And you start asking, what does the feed want from me? Really think about that. That shift is so subtle, you don't even feel it happening. And I think that's the real cost. Not that art is bad, because it's not. Like, art's still good. AI doesn't make art any worse. Like, bro, there's plenty of talented AI artists. I got a couple homies. Go check them out. One's name is Timeline Junkie. The dude's a dog. Seriously. Like, if you think AI sucks, go check his shit out. Tell me his numbers. Don't speak for themselves. It's not about that. It's about telling stories, man. There's incredible work being made every single day. The cost is that none of it is shared. The best film I saw this year, you probably haven't heard of it. The best one you saw, same. We're all making things in our own rooms for our own corner of the internet and hoping someone out of that feels it. But the chances of the work crossing over, of it becoming the thing everyone talks about, they're smaller than they've ever been. And that leads us to something I think no one wants to really admit here. Here's what nobody wants to admit. We're the most connected generation that's ever lived. We have access to more art, more music, more film than any human being in history. And we've never felt more alone in our taste. Because taste was never just about what you liked. It was about what you shared. It was about sitting in a theater with a stranger and laughing at the same exact moment. Hearing a song on the radio and knowing the person in the car next to you was hearing it too. That feeling, that invisible thread between people who experienced the same thing, that was culture, not content, not engagement, culture. And I don't know if we can ever get that back at this point. Now listen, I'm not saying everything was better before. It wasn't. I'm saying something was lost along the way, and we didn't even notice it was leaving. So I'll ask you this, and I genuinely want to know. What's the last thing you experienced? A film, an album, a moment where you looked at the person next to you and they knew how you felt as well? Tell me, because I think we need more of that. And I would love to hear in the comments what you guys really think. We used to argue about the same movies, same albums, the same art. Me and my friends still do. Now everyone's feed is different. Everyone's reality is different. And nobody talks about that or what it means for people trying to make things that matter. But seriously, what's the last thing you experienced that everyone around you also experienced? I would love to know.